This is for entertainment purposes only.
Could the moon harbor a profound secret? Some propose it's hollow, too close, too big, with shallow craters. David Icke takes it further, suggesting it's an alien transmission device shaping our reality. Scientific data fuels curiosity with odd vibrations like those in the Chapel Bell project, hinting at a carefully crafted structure within the moon. Today, theories swirl about the moon's influence on human behavior, coincidence or orchestrated by an advanced extraterrestrial force.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Quick Reaction TV, the coolest vibe on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and rock the bell for new releases. It's free and helps the Quik fam grow. I've got a good selection today. Let's get to it. Quik.
When the black sheep of the family finally walks away, the family will actually fall apart. For people that don't understand the spiritual contracts that we all signed before we came here, let me remind you, there is always one black sheep or one star seed or one chosen person in every family. Every family you see, there is actually a spiritual person or a chosen person, the black sheep. What happens is this: that person signed a contract to fix so much trauma and so many generational curses to the point where if they feel like they can't fix the family no more, the family actually turns against them and become energy vampires. So the black sheep will leave the family and go on their own spiritual journey because they cannot heal and fix the generational curses. This is not really a bad thing when it comes to black sheep of the family, because sometimes you gotta take your energy and put it back within yourself. There's nothing wrong with walking away and trying to find your real spiritual family. We have two families. We have a spiritual family and we have a physical family. A lot of times these spiritual contracts we sign is to heal other people generational curses. But a lot of times they become energy vampires and start to drain all your life force. You hear about shadow work, spirituality, grounding, demons, angels, elders. We hear about all these spiritual events or all these contracts we sign. You might see someone that's an energy vampire, not knowing that's the contract they signed before they came here. Once we take our energy back within, then we go back to the spiritual world and understand certain contracts we sign, you will be mind blown. Because you could be trying to help someone that signed a spiritual contract to be an energy vampire. So why would a chosen person try to save a spiritual vampire? Understand these laws. When the black sheep walk away, the whole family crumbles because they never realized how special we really were.
Leave that dope alone.
You haven't.
He needs to leave that dope alone.
So, if y'all didn't know, there was another river that turned blood red. And the Daily News just dropped the river turns blood red as the council staff investigates the cause of this strange happening. And it left them baffled and confused on why the river is turning bright red. And a member of the public, they spotted the blood red color stream from the meadow. And they have launched the investigation ever since of this unusual phenomenon. And see, now, all I got to say about that is the signs is signing. We're living in some strange times where some strange things is happening. And the strange phenomena is usually caused by a red algae, which turns the water into a blood red type color. Y'all remember that the angel poured the bowl out into the sea and turned it into blood. Once again, the signs is signing. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. And hit that business email if y'all trying to do business.
Damn!
Here are some morbid facts about Bob Marley. In 1976, 7 armed men broke into Bob Marley's home and attempted to assassinate him. Bob was shot in the chest and the arm but managed to survive. His wife Rita was shot in the head but also survived thanks to her thick dreadlocks slowing down the bullet. Just 2 days later, Bob would perform a 90-minute set with the Wailers at the Smile Jamaica concert. In their earlier years, Bob Marley and the Wailers would often rehearse late at night at the local cemetery. This was because their manager convinced them that if they could conquer their fear of spirits, they could conquer their stage fright in front of crowds. In 1977, Bob Marley was diagnosed with skin cancer under his toenail that had a 90% survival rate. He was told that simply amputating his toe would stop the spread, but he refused since his Rastafarian religion saw surgery as a sin. After 4 years of no treatment, the cancer had spread to his brain and lungs. This was the last known photo taken of Marley before he would succumb to cancer at the young age of 36. His last words to his son Ziggy were, "Money can't buy life."
Oh, man. Damn.
Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Y'all aren't going to believe this. This man receives an inheritance from his grandmother, but it's not at all what he expected. The surprising mummies of these creatures makes him wonder, could he be a descendant of a family of actual paranormal hunters or witches?
My grandma was from Ireland, and this is the box she left me. Stuff you get left by your grandma. I'm not sure where that came from. Anyway. The mummified leprechaun. Never seen anything like this before in my life. This is a mummified leprechaun. And it looks absolutely awesome. And it said it could be human skin suit. Which is a wow. Just put it down there. Then I'm gonna get this one, which is a banshee. Which looks pretty awesome. Now these are well over 100 years old. So, who the hell leaves you these? There's a bottle of coins, silver coins, never opened. So, everybody can tell me about them. A load of bottles. My nana was into witchcraft, so if anybody knows what these mean or what it's about, please let us know. There's other stuff. Well, it's just crazy.
What? I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Moon is an implant, and part of the moon's function interdimensionally is to create a false light trap upon our death. This is what some people refer to as the Pac-Man light. Our souls are eaten by the light just like Pac-Man eating the dots. Saturn is aiding in this process, and funny enough, we're told 2 of Saturn's moons has a heat signature representing Pac-Man. This is intentional and being rubbed in our faces. So our souls are locked in a dimension of control on this. A false afterlife is merely a short break before being recycled back into this matrix. Before I continue, I'm not saying this is all doom and gloom. We have limitless divine strength to get out of this matrix, but the true light from which all source energy pours out through has been hidden from us. The Tibetan Book of the Dead is an instruction manual on how to navigate the planes of the afterlife. It says, "Be not fond of the dull smoke-colored light from hell. Remember the clear light, the pure, clear white light from which everything in the universe comes, to which everything in the universe returns, the original nature of your own mind." So the true light does exist, but has been covered up by the false light. Many people don't even recognize that they're infinite souls with infinite creative abilities, so upon death they're still attached to the physical realm and seek comfort in any signs that point to familiarity. Family members and friends are often seen by the light to help lure you in. These aren't real though. The fact that a formless soul would remain in its physical form after death makes no sense. These are archons, or false light beings, making themselves into forms that you recognize. The Near-Death Experience Research Foundation is the largest collection of near-death experiences on the internet. Do some investigating yourself. You'll find that overwhelmingly people state that they were drawn to the light or pulled to the light. There is some type of pulling action going on, and for the majority of people, it seems they have little control over it. Many people find themselves going toward or being pulled into the tunnel like a magnet, so I speculate this light trap has gotten more and more powerful and efficient since the Tibetan Book of the Dead was written. Upon entering this light, we receive a life review and are told by false light beings posing as our rulers that we must reincarnate to Earth to rework karma. This is 100% bullshit. We need to get back to source, back to our original bodies, and not stuck in this cycle of death and reincarnation. We're told there's a soul agreement or mission that we must fulfill on this physical plane. Why do these beings want us recycled? So we can remain energetic food for them. Archonic beings and reptilians who run this matrix need us. The Archons survive off of our negative thought forms, and the reptilians survive off of our blood and our children's blood. John Grace, an ex-CIA operative, wrote under the name Val Valerian in a series of books called Matrix. His material has a lot of truth in it, but it's also mixed with lies, like all disinformation activists. He does reveal, however, the afterlife's tricks as required by the laws of lesser magic. In Matrix 5, Valerian writes, they want to recycle spirits into another productive incarnation. Hence the light and tunnel at Death Trap. Scanning someone they wish to recycle as they near death, they discover who the person was close to has died. They project the person's image in the white light tunnel, and the image waves you in deeper. If you choose to follow, you can be trapped and sent to another incarnation of their choice. Hidden in plain sight is another name for lesser magic. The laws of lesser magic entailed that the evil acts done on this plane can be balanced out as long as the truth has been shown to us via riddles, media, symbols, and more. The DreamWorks logo sequence shows a boy sitting on the moon fishing in the water. The moon has nothing to do with the works of dreams. This boy is fishing for souls. We're told through many movies not to go into the light.
Rest on. Don't die, Shrek. And if you see a long tunnel, stay away from the light. No! Hurry, no! Don't look at the light! I can't help it. It's so beautiful.
What is it?
It's so pretty.
I'm feeling happy, which is a big deal for me.
I want to touch it.
Ooh. Hey, come back. Come on back here.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna swim with you.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna be your best friend. Good feelings going.
That light? The end of the tunnel? Guess what? That's not heaven.
In the Lego Movie, Cloud Cuckoo Land is said to have no negativity and no unhappiness, just like many near-death experiences discussed in The Light. This is all energetic manipulation. In the background we see the all-seeing eye, and all throughout Cloud Cuckoo Land there are lights that are mesmerizing and many spinning wheels like used in hypnosis. It's revealed that the unicorn is hiding all of the negativity with a positive demeanor. This represents that the false afterlife is meant to trick us. It's malevolent at its core, but hidden within false love. In the 2005 movie The Island, before their birth on Earth, clones are created in pods and programmed via light and hypnotic suggestion that they are special and have been chosen to go into the island, which is powered by a holographic grid. You're special. You have a very special purpose in life. You've been chosen. The island awaits you. This is akin to the many near-death experiences where the
This makes no fucking sense.
Eden was this laboratory where they would have these mating rituals between the different peoples, and when they got Adam in there, they tried to mate him with these other ones. Wasn't working out. So they said, okay, let's take some DNA from him. Let's make another one of him. They made Eve. Then they mated them, and bingo, it worked. So they didn't make 8 billion people from 2. They made more Adams and more Eves, and made more Adams and more Eves through the general process of getting pregnant and birthing. And so they created this genetic diversity so that they can then create and multiply. 2 people can't create 8 billion. I did the mathematics last night. I actually talked about this on a podcast last night. For there to be 8 billion people on Earth, and the Earth only be, according to Christians, 6,000 years ago is when all this started, you'd have to have, on the first day they had sex, there'd have to be 1.3 million people born that day, and every single day thereafter until today to have 8 billion people.
Oh yeah, that's
just
not
didn't
possible.
happen. Didn't happen. And so they created this diversity, a pool of genetics.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I've had a lot of people over the years who asked the question, can you really get 8 billion people from 8? So about 1000 BC, they believe the population was about 50 million. So can you go from 50 million people to 8 billion in that time of 3,000 years? And the answer is, well, that would take 2.3 kids per family per generation. So it's only a growth rate of 14-15%, which means, yeah, that's what you'd expect, right? So if you start back at the flood, 8 people 4,300 years ago, can you get to 50 million, 1000 BC? Can you get to 50 million in 1,348 years? And the answer is that would take 2.6 kids per family per generation. So you can see, actually, if you started with 8 people 4,300 years ago, you'd expect about 8 billion today. I mean, the population growth is exponential.
It's facts! It's not facts, these facts, it's not facts.
Here are the after effects after the storm, you guys. That window looked like it was melted. It looked like it was melted, y'all. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, you guys. That water is just... 2024 is not letting up, y'all. Is this what they mean by pedal to the metal? Or is it metal to the pedal? Pedal. Literally flooding everywhere, y'all. Ice mixed with snow, with water. Oh wow, that's crazy, you guys. What a time to be alive, to experience all this change. Saudi Arabia has got to be the top place that the weather changed so frequently like this, y'all, because this is crazy. I was just showing y'all how it was green, and then it was snowing, then it had locusts, now flooding, hailstorm. Like, this is crazy. They literally experience everything, y'all. This is nature. Nature is taking the planet back, you guys. We all knew something big was coming. Now something big is here, and that big thing is cleaning up the planet. It's reclaiming the planet back, and that is nature. The only thing that is constant in the universe is change, so we knew this was coming. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I'm only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let me know what you guys think about this video down in the comments below, y'all. We end this shift. Let's get it. Peace in.
What the fuck? If you made it this far, I appreciate you all. Subscribe, like, and comment on today's video. Join the Quik fam, share this with your friends and family. Check out another good selection appearing. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Quik.